Hey, welcome back everyone. Cameron here. Today's video will consist of how to shade with charcoal and different hand grips. I'll explain my approach in the simplest way possible. Feel free to pause the video at any point if I happen to go too fast. I hope this tutorial helps you as well as supports you on your art journey. Feel free to let me know in the comments below what else you guys would like to see additional videos on, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support is greatly appreciated, and now let's get to the video. So before we head to the main segment of the tutorial, I figured I'd share with you some different grips of how to hold your pencil, along with demonstrating the different techniques of line weight when gripping the pencil. The first example is called the overhand grip. This grip includes holding the under portion of your pencil with your index finger and the top portion with your thumb. The thumb is going to basically be what controls how heavy your line weight will be. As you see here, I'm only using the side of the pencil and not the tip. This is what's going to help us in applying our tones and values. As you continue to go over the same spot, you can see how it gradually becomes darker with each added layer of tone. And as you add tone, you can also go back to use the tip of your pencil to draw solid lines as well, giving your tones and values an outer border. And sometimes when warming up, you can draw in circular motions, and this is basically to help aid in loosening up the wrist. The second grip is going to include a tripod grip, and this is normally the typical grip you'd use when writing or if you wanted to add any additional solid lines. And when switching back to the overhand grip, you can see I do get the same result as if I were using the tripod grip, but when it comes to transitioning your line weight from tone to solid lines, the overhand grip is much more versatile. To do this technique, you want to first use the side of your pencil for when adding tone, and then once you want to add a solid line, you want to start by lifting the tip of your pencil gradually, and that will give you a hard edge. Moving on to the main segment of our tutorial, we want to start by drawing a sphere using an overhand grip. And then we're going to continue and use the side of our pencil to shade the inside of the sphere. And you want to keep your grip pretty loose at this stage. As you go along, you also want to add in the shadow as well, and think of it as one whole form, both with the shadow and the shading within the sphere. Our darkest tones are going to be towards the bottom where the shadow meets the rim of the sphere, and then once your tones and shadows are laid out, you're going to want to take either a paper towel or your fingers to blend in your values together. And this is going to help pretty much soften up the overall appearance of our shading. Also, feel free to go in and erase any unnecessary marks if needed. You can also use your eraser as a drawing tool as well, which you'll see later on in the video. Going back to our sphere, we're going to lay in a second layer of tone. And this is going to consist of our dark tones. And you want to make sure you're not going fully towards the outer regions of your sphere. But with the shadows, the shadow underneath, you want to make sure it's doing the opposite and make sure it meets the bottom rim of the sphere completely. This is pretty much going to help us give that illusion of a rounded surface later on. And once again, you want to soften your values. And as you continue to shade, try making circular motions, but as you get to the top, you want to make it so that there's sort of a transition from your dark tones to your light tones. From here, we're going to take our eraser and add in a highlight mark at the top to indicate the light and where it's hitting it. And after adding your highlight, you want to start by softening your tones once again while continuing to erase unneeded marks around your circle. Next, you want to take the tip of your pencil and add some line weight to the outer rim. And this is basically going to be our guide for when we do our when we add a background tone. And feel free to take your time at this stage, since it can be a little bit of a challenge keeping a consistent line weight all around. Once you've darkened the line weight at the top, we want to go in and add a background. And this is going to be the pretty much the overall background tone. This is basically going to give us some more contrast between our background and the circle. The sphere, making it pop more. You also want to go in and soften it as you go along. Also, keep in mind that it doesn't have to be perfect, but there just has to be some sort of indication that it's separate from the background layer. that is our video. I hope this was helpful for you, and take care everyone.